Good morning, beautiful people. You're welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. I'm Ayo Adams, and I'll be giving you all the lowdown from the world of sports. We'll be going into grassroots football, talking about what has been going on with the Nigerian Professional Football League. And the Nigerian Professional Football League under 15 La Liga promises kicked off in Ikenne, Ogun State last week. And we have a guest virtually who's going to be joining us, giving us all the lowdown. Is live at and Ogun State in Ikenne to give us a lowdown from what has been going on so far with the competition. Do I have Mr. Larry Ogunjabi on the line? Can you hear me, Mr. Larry? Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me, Mr. Larry? I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties before he comes back on. So let me walk you through what has been going on in the world of sports. Well, in the Champions League, we had Manchester City, who played Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, and the game ended in a very, very tough tussle with 4-3 going in favor of Manchester City. Can Mr. Larry hear me?
Yeah, can I hear you now?
All right. Good morning, Mr. Larry. How are you doing? How is Ogun State?
Good. Yeah, Ogun State is very fine. Very good. I mean, it's a nice place. I've been there for about a week. So
all right.
It's decent.
All right. So I've been telling our viewers that we're back. We're back with news from the grassroots football, talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League under 15 La Liga promises, which kicked off in Ikenne, Ogun State last weekend. So going through all the researches and all the updates, we saw news that the league now has partnership with MTN and some other major sponsors and partners. Can you walk us through the whole process? That's the first one. And also, when you go in depth into your analysis and brief, can you also tell us more about this youth development, how the grassroots has been able to get these young boys up to that level?
Okay. Yes, we did announce a partnership with MTN. I think it was last week, and it's they are our elite partner and sponsor of the NPFL La Liga under 15 tournament. Let me just take you through the NPFL La Liga under 15 tournament. The NPFL La Liga under 15 tournament, it's something that's been going on since 2016. I mean, this happened in when there was a bilateral meeting.
It seems we are still experiencing technical difficulties with Mr. Larry over there in Ogun State. Well, I was thinking, okay? Yeah, I'm with you. I can hear you.
Alongside
All right. So we're still telling you about the UEFA Champions League, and I'm switching to Champions League, giving you all the updates. Like I told you earlier, Manchester City had a trailing 7-goals trailer against Real Madrid at the Etihad Stadium when the Champions League went down on Tuesday. It was an amazing game to see. We had Karim Benzema pulling off an ice-cold Panenka against Ederson in one of the closing stages of the game. Well, the game went straight ahead to Manchester City winning that tie 4-3, and the second leg will be played in the Santiago Bernabeu next week. I mean, it's going to be an amazing and thrilling encounter. And the second Champions League semi-final of the day was Liverpool playing Villarreal, and the Reds at the Anfield was hell for the Yellow Submarines of Villarreal, as they could not put anything together against the Reds of Liverpool. I mean, Anfield was electric, and 2 goals scored courtesy of an own goal through the goalkeeper before Sadio Mane slashed in one other goal, which makes it his 20th goal of the season. Along the week, we also had Manchester United play Chelsea in the Premier League tie, and a game that has been outstanding, and it was also a great game to see, with Chelsea squandering a lot of chances, more from Kai Havertz, who has been one of their best players so far this season. Eventually, Chelsea got the goal before no one else but Cristiano Ronaldo equalized in that game, went 1-1. Ronaldo has now scored his first ever goal against Chelsea in the Premier League, making him 100. That's his 100th goal he's scored in the Premier League. Well, it's amazing to see Cristiano Ronaldo still busting into light at the age that he is right now. Manchester United coach Ralf Rangnick has also been announced as coach for Austria after he leaves Manchester United as head coach at the end of the season. He said he will be doubling as a consultant in Manchester United and also as the head coach in Austria. Well, there's still a lot of updates going around in the world of football. We have some other things going on in La Liga as well. Real Madrid will be going toe-to-toe this weekend. Barcelona will also be looking to turn around the deficit that they had last week, hoping that they'll be able to come back as they lost at home to Cadiz in La Liga. Well, there are a lot of things that's been going on also in the world of sports. We have our women's football. They've been grouped in the upcoming Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco. We wish them well. We wish them that they come back triumphant and they bring back home the trophy. Can Mr. Larry hear me now? Are we back online?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How you? Can you hear me?
All right, so carry on, Mr. Larry. Carry on.
Okay, yeah. So I said it's been ongoing since 2016 when we had the bilateral meeting at the World League Forum. This was done by Malam Diko. They had a meeting in London in 2015 and a subsequent meeting in Paris in 2015, where both the LMC chairman as well as the La Liga president decided to pursue a mutual collaboration for development of the leagues. And as of 2016, the president of La Liga, which is Javier Tebas, he came to Nigeria to conclude and execute a partnership. So, I mean, since then, that's what gave birth to the NPFL La Liga Youth Tournament. So, this is the 4th edition, which we are having. And part of our agreement was youth development programs, training of players, coaching capacity. Just before the tournament, we have a coaching clinic, which we do. Then, I mean, we're allowed to do like a pre-season and post-season matches in Spain. And there's also a Spanish tour for the best players of the tournament. They get to go abroad. And we've recorded a number of success from that. I mean, in the 2019 edition, we had a Peter Joel, which played for Delta FC. And he was the most valuable player of the tournament. I mean, he went ahead to Spain for trials, played with Malaga, played with other football teams in Spain. So it's been a good development it's a good initiative for development of grassroots football. So it's really been pretty good.
That's wonderful to hearing that the Nigerian Professional Football League have strategic partnerships with some of the biggest brands across the world. I mean, namely La Liga and all the other major brands coming in for these young kids. I mean, it's a sight to see for them. One thing that we love to see here on the weekend show, we support grassroots football, and we love to see how these young boys can be able to move ahead in life, whether they're still continue playing in our own structure here, or they're finding their roots outside the shores of the country. So now let me ask you about these boys. What is the end game for these boys? Are they just, because we've seen a lot of competitions come through the ranks, whether within national corporations or national setting. But now we are seeing these young boys. This is the 4th edition. You've been seeing kids moving from left to right, our shores of the country. What structure is in place for these boys? Do they easily transition into the senior team of their younger teams that they're playing currently, or are their hopes ahead in Europe? The structure in Nigeria, is it fit enough to keep them grounded, or are they searching for European football?
Yeah, like I said, we've recorded a number of successes in this tournament. I could give you an example. Like I said, there's this Abubakar Umar, which played in the 2021 edition. I mean, he plays for Castina's first team right now. He's in the main team. Even Remo Stars as well in the first edition, which we had in 2016, 2017. They have about 5 players right now, which plays for their first team as well. And I mean, we have a Olusegun Olakunle, which played as well. I mean, he is gonna have to play for the under-17 national team as well as the under-20. And I mean, right now he plays for a Russian club. So it's been pretty decent and everything. And there's this guy, obviously, which we're not gonna forget, Akikumi Amoo. I mean, he played in the first edition. He played for Shooting Stars. And I mean, Akikumi Amoo right now is in Copenhagen. You understand? Imagine he was invited to the Super Eagles for the qualifiers which he played with Ghana. And I mean, even had a transfer of $4 million. Yeah, I think about $4 million. So there is a structure in place already. I mean, right now the teams of the clubs, of the NPFL clubs, they've seen the benefits of having an under 15, of having a youth academy, of having this youth system in place. So everyone is taking it serious right now. So definitely.
I mean, it's great to see stars such as Akinkunmi Amao. I mean, I was at the National Stadium, MK Abiola Stadium in Abuja here, seeing him training up. I was hoping that the coach Osne Govon will bring him in as a jockey to come and see one of the boys from the grassroots. I mean, coming to electrify us. I mean, he's a left footer, and he's heard praises from the like of Zlatan. Clubs are fighting over him. Shows how brilliant this talent is, and also shows how well groomed he's been from the grassroots, then into the shores of Europe to be able to keep a level head around that. So finally, Mr. Larry, you've been in Ogun State for the past couple of weeks. Tell us, how is the atmosphere? How has the fans been? The young boys and the young fighting players who wants to win this tournament. How have they been receptive to the treatment from the organizers, and how is the general? What's the atmosphere like with the fans and the players and the camp and the officials?
Believe me, if I tell you that if you were, bro, it's something else. I mean, we're all at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene, and you should see the facilities in this place. It's top notch. The facilities is top notch and everything. It's world class standard, and power sponsor Value Jet. They're the one who sent us there, and the atmosphere, the reception we've gotten from fans, it's second to none. It's really second to none. We just keep putting this on our social media. I mean, so the whole world can see what we're doing there, and they need to see the structure which has been put in this place and everything. The boys are all pumped up. The fans. I mean, we literally always have a filled stadium and everything because it's in Ikene, and even though it's a small town, it's not small at the same time. They're so passionate about football, regardless if it's their team playing or another team. So it's been great. It's really been great and everything. Yeah.
All right. It's been great chatting with you, Mr. Lanre. I would leave you to go back. I know it's your off day, so go and relax and get ready for the boys tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Thank you for shedding light, and thank you and all your team for developing the grassroots football.
And I mean, we appreciate it. I mean, we like what you guys are doing. I mean, supporting grassroots football. I mean, it's a collective thing. We all have to do it together. We have to grow this game together. I mean, the end game is for our football to be there, to be high up there. So, I mean, we appreciate this. And if they can follow up on our social media page, MPFL La Liga Youth League on Instagram or social media pages, we appreciate that. And we'll keep you posted on every other news and update. Thank you very much, Harry.
All right, then. Thank you, Mr. Lanre. As you heard Mr. Lanre said, follow the Nigerian Professional Football League Youth Premises Under 15 on their Instagram pages and on Twitter pages at NPFL Youth League on Instagram and on Twitter. Well, like I started earlier with the Champions League updates, we went to the streets, as usual, to meet our fans to discuss about the Champions League final, who will get ahead into the Champions League final. We had our fans tell us between Man City, between Liverpool, Villarreal, and Real Madrid, who will win the Champions League final. We asked them, they gave us responses. You will see that very soon. We also asked our fans if Pep Guardiola would take the Champions League final. Would he go back into back-to-back finals, or would he be able to win that trophy that has eluded his career so far? And finally, we asked the final question. I mean, there is no one else right now who is as hot as Karim Benzema, where he scored that ice-cold panic against Man City. We also asked, is he the best player in the world? Well, we've asked our fans, we've asked our pundits on the streets. Let us know too on our Instagram pages, on our social media handles, what you think. But right now, here is what our fans have to think with Onile Corner. Here you go. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Choose Man City. I think Manchester City will qualify for the Champions League. I go for Real Madrid because Real Madrid is very informed right now. Watching their game is very talented and also fantastic.
Yeah, for what I can say is that I put Real Madrid to qualify. They are playing fantastic. And they are okay to qualify because of their playing.
We are looking at Manchester City form. I think Pep is doing a great work over there, and he's very focused on Champions League game now. I think he's going to use his best squad to win the match and qualify.
I'll choose Man City. They were in the final last season, and Guardiola with Man City and those guys, they've done a whole lot of work. So for them to be in the final last season and to come all the way to this semi-final stage, they've really tried. Even without a points man, they've done a whole lot of work to get to that level.
I can't go for Man City because they are not using striker. I think Liverpool is a better side, but I'll go with Villarreal to qualify. Between Liverpool and Villarreal, I go for Liverpool because I love their game. Their game is very beautiful. Watching their match makes me happy sometimes.
That's a tricky game though. We don't know, but if you look at Liverpool with their German pattern of play, everyone is odds. Their attack is massive. Their attack is mad. If you look at what they played against Everton, you can see they were just taking it to them until they get the ball into the net. So I want to sit on the fence. On that one, I want to sit on the fence.
Definitely, I picked Liverpool.
Liverpool. Also, I can see them and I can see the confidence and the agility in them that they can qualify it also.
Pep will win his first Champions League against Man City. Yeah, I think so because he has been close for a couple of times. I think they have already get to semi-final with Bayern Munich and Manchester City. I even got it to final and lost. So I think this is the best time for him to win it.
I want him to win. I want him to win.
Yeah. Pep can win it. The coach is very good. And also he have the confidence. And also in the pitch of playing, the encouragement also is there.
Benzema, even if he does not win it, right now, as things stand now, all the old players, managers, even football fans agreed that Benzema is the best player right now on earth.
Yes, I agree with that.
Benzema. So you can't just. I would say he's one underrated striker, and he has proved himself season in, season out to be a prolific striker, someone you cannot gamble with when he's with the ball. Yes, unarguably.
Yeah, Karim Benzema is a very good striker, on both in La Liga and in Champions League. When he's getting old, the experience comes more and more. So he's a very good striker. I picked him